Hey, hello everyone. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to Uncensored, the truth about money. Thank you so much for joining us. So for the past 3 weeks, we've been talking about savings, right? And we decided today to speak about a different form of savings, Stokvels.
Not
So
the tavern, not the tavern.
not the time. So today we're talking about stokvels. What are they? Where do they originate from? How can we use them to save money? Are they effective way of saving money? Do they work and all those things? And obviously, because I have all these questions, I decided to brought in the financial guru, Pratamza. Pratamza,
Hey, Chuchu. The financial guru, once again.
once again,
Hey, bruh, that name has to change, eh?
financial guru.
Hey, but yeah, great to be here. Weather, the weather is just raining and raining and raining, but yeah, good to be here, brother.
So we're talking about stokvels. Apparently, this is a huge industry. It's worth 50 billion. It's a
Yeah.
50 billion worth of industry.
Yeah.
And that's money just exchanging hands amongst people and obviously wholesalers and it's not like regulated by banks or whatever, and that's quite huge when you think about it, and it begs the question, if it's a 50 billion industry, then why not jump into it, and get a slice of the pie.
Even if it's 1%, man.
Even if it's 1%. Yeah.
You get even 0.1%. That's millions, man.
Sure. So what is a stokvel?
So, okay, let's go back. So this thing has always existed, ne? But I think the term Stokvel is more like a modern day terminology. But abokoko bethu had ama society. Yeah, I'm a society. Yes, society. Like on a Sunday or month end, where they'll tell you that society iyagumamkhize, society izozakimi in 3 weeks time. So basically, that was a stokvel, but it was called a society back then. All right. So basically, a stokvel is where two or more people come together and literally contribute towards a pool. So it could be anything, but we'll get into the different types of it. So literally, it's different types of let me put it this way, it's people, two or more people who come together, contribute towards a pool for the benefit of each member equally. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's for the benefit of every person who's within that stokvel. Yes, some of them are not regulated, but since it's a 15 billion rand industry, there's but we'll touch upon it. Let me not spoil the interview.
And what is the sole purpose of it?
Yeah, so the sole purpose, as I said in question one, is to benefit the entire members. All right, so it's we need to enrich one another. Let me help you. By helping you, you can help me. In turn as well. So that's what it is. It's to, how can I put it? Some of them it's for groceries. Some of them, like as we'll go into it, are for properties. Some of them are for money, and it's helped a lot of people in terms of paying debts, paying, school fees, buying groceries, let's say for Christmas or for Easter, So the sole purpose of it is just to benefit everyone, without the helps of, let's say, financial institutions, people going to banks and borrowing for them to buy groceries, they can contribute to a stokvel. And even those stokvels, my man, like they can go up to, like, there's hectic stokvels out there where people like contribute a lot of money, La ungena khona yabona ukuthi amachiwe kona mo Lamborghini. Yeah. So stokvel is not just the township slang, but it's a big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how is this different from like a pyramid scheme? Because to my understanding, obviously, let's say we're a group of 5 people, right? And we nominate you to be the head. We cough out a certain amount, agreed amount of money. We give it to you, and you keep it, and then you pay like in rotation. Okay, namhlanje yakulo, kusasa yakulo. So how is that different from like a pyramid scheme?
So a pyramid scheme, like, just look at the how can I put it, the shape of a pyramid. So at the top it's small, at the bottom it's big. So a pyramid scheme always benefits the people at the top. So, for example, if let's say, well, like most of them are multi-level, they're called multi-level marketings. Yeah. So what it means is that I, Utruna, let's say recruits you, say, Truna, give me 10 Rand. You know what I'm saying? And then, but Truna has to find, let's say, 10 other people who can give Utruna 10 Rand. But those contributions, I also have a cut in it. You know what I'm saying? And ganjalo, ganjalo. So there's a ripple effect when it comes to a pyramid. With the pyramid schemes, but it's always so the people who are at the highest always get the most. So with the Stokvel, it's different. It's literally a round table where there's no head, there's no tail. Like it's basically, okay, guys, let's all contribute 500 Rand or 5,000 Rand, but we all have equal share, amongst this pot. So basically, that's the difference. Pyramid is to enrich the people that are at the top. With Stokvels is to enrich everyone. Yeah.
Cool. And then what type of Stokvels are there?
Oh, my man, there's, I think Stokvels, I'm sure there's a cryptocurrency Stokvel.
That's cool. That would be cool.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a crypto Stokvel or Bitcoin Stokvel. But the most common ones, right, obviously like your money ones, where we all contribute, let's say 10,000 Rand. It goes in circulation. So this month, the lump sum will come to Juju, other month to Tshepang, and so forth. And then there's your grocery ones, where we contribute. Yeah, no. Where do you know it from? From England.
My grandmother.
Exactly. Society,
Yeah.
So there's that as well, Then there's a popular one now that's actually mushroomed, called property Stokvel. So those are the most three common Stokvels, but they go on for days, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then obviously there's more like according to research, there's like birthday Stokvels, investment Stokvels, which I'd like us to get more into.
Yeah.
And obviously the one I think we should do it, property Stokvel.
I know we have to.
So we'll so do you feel like, just before, because I think we have about 2 minutes left, do you feel like this is an effective way of like saving money?
Yeah, it is an effective way. It's an effective way if everyone, like Stokvels are based on trust. So if everyone trusts one another, but before that, there has to be clear mandates, written down, and where everyone signs how much goes in, how much goes out. So I think once that is done, Stokvels then can be fine. There's been obviously some fraudulent ones, on WhatsApp. And give me this, we'll get that back. It's a WhatsApp Stokvel, but those are shady. So what I say is that, like, as long as the rules are clear. I know there's Inessa now who does that Stokvel regulations, and as long as it's governed by that, Stokvels are the way to go, man.
So basically what makes an effective Stokvel, or what makes a Stokvel work, is trust and a clear and a strict constitution to say this is what governs the Stokvel. These are our rules. And obviously, I think also if you need help, let's say you want to draft, let's say you have a Stokvel and maybe you want to draft some sort of policy or whatever, you can speak to, you said NASA, right? NASA, you can just Google them. But if ever you need more information, we are more than happy to provide that information. So we have to cut it short for today, right? We'll continue with, I think the next episode we'll be talking about property Stokvels, because those are quite big in South Africa. I know there's one called Abokajeni, and then there's another one which Sakisana. When you Google these things, you see a lot of them, and we also soon gonna start our one. So thank you so much for joining us, guys. We truly appreciate it. Don't forget, this episode is available on Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, and I always forget that one, Spotify. So and we're on Instagram and YouTube, uncensored_the truth about money. Don't forget the _ the truth about money. Thank you so much. We love you. Cheers.